Alright, so let's review first
Yes.
before we proceed to reading and listening. Be sure that you study. You understand?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I'll give you 1 minute to look at the question, and then I want you to apply how to speak, specifically part 2. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll give you 1 minute. You can use this. How to answer it? Do you remember? Do you remember?
Yes.
Do the cross. Cross. Okay, so I'll give you 1 minute. 1 minute starts now. Okay, time is up. I want you to use the one that I told you last time, okay? Let's review introduction. Next. What is next of introduction? About the past. And then
The
details. Okay, the details and
future.
details. The questions, this one. Got it? And after the details, what will you do next? The idea about the
The
topic. Very good. And the last one is
future.
future. Got it?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll give you 2 minutes. Ready?
Yes.
2 minutes starts now.
In my place has many sea, river or lake, but the beach, the sea I like is Milky Bridge. It is in the center of my city or in the center of Vietnam.
Okay.
It is the place where I can enjoy seafood, relax after a very busy week. Near the beach has many activities um, like flying the kite, swimming in the sea,
Okay.
and sunbathing.
Okay.
At there we can we can take photos and upload it in the Facebook.
Okay.
I think in the future that what that place will be upgraded and many tourists from all the world will come and enjoy that place. Um,
Continue. More. Speak more.
One day that place will be the main financial of Quảng Ngãi city.
Another thing. That's all? Okay, stop. Alright, so that's it. Actually, the one that I gave you last time, do you remember, right? Okay, this one. This is what we're going to do first, huh? So that you can practice and you know what you're going to say. And you can speak within 2 minutes. At the same time, you will speak fluently. You don't need to stop many times. Okay? Now, as I've said, you really have to introduce. That's a good thing because you introduce the topic. And the topic is all about water. Correct? Okay. So first, you are going to say, the only thing I could think of to talk about today is What is the name of that body of water? You got it? After that one, you're going to talk about the past. You say, anyway, this beach was not really popular before. Like that, okay? After that one, that's the time that we're going to answer these 4 questions. Got it? Okay, and then what is your opinion about this river, lake, or sea? After that one, you're going to talk about in the future. So the one that you have said. Okay? You got it? We have to do it again. Let's have introduction first. Choose one. Ready? Okay, go.
The beach is one of the famous place. We can go there and enjoy seafood. The only thing I could think today is Milky Bridge.
Very good. Okay. Oh, stop. In the past.
Anyway, in the past
It was.
it was not a very famous place. No one known about it.
Okay.
It's like a place with no one could live there.
Okay, very good. Stop. Next. Move.
So let me tell you about that beach, a little details.
Perfect. You talk about this one, okay? Good job. Go.
Actually, the beach is called Milky Bridge. It is in the center of Quảng Ngãi City.
Very good.
Near there has many place we can enjoy seafood.
Okay.
We can fly kite, sunbath, and
Very good.
swim in the beach.
Okay.
In my opinion, I really like this place because I can relax after a busy week, enjoy delicious seafood.
Mhm.
I think in the future,
Okay, so let's know this one first. You use the one. I strongly believe that. Okay? Then I just use I think. Understand? Okay, I strongly believe again.
I strongly believe that in the future,
Not yet. I strongly believe. What is your opinion about this? Right? I strongly believe that this will be one of the
famous
correct like
place
that
in Vietnam.
in Vietnam. Okay, and a lot of
With a lot of tourists
Tour-
from all over the world.
exactly. Got it?
Yes.
After that one, we will move to with regard to the future.
With regard to the future, that will be the place. That will be the main financial of Vietnam or of Quảng Ngãi City.
Or you can say that will be one of the things that support the economy of Quảng Ngãi City. Understand? Again,
With regard to the future, it is
one of the
one of the
things.
develop
Mm-hmm.
the economic of Vietnam and Quảng Ngãi City.
Mm-hmm.
That place will be upgrade more in the future.
Okay, very good. You got it?
Yes.
So see, it's very easy.
Yes.
And you know what you're going to say. Follow what I gave you. Understand?
Yes.
Did you really study, yes or no?
I study part 1, 2, 3.
Part 1, 2, 3. But how about this one? You didn't look at this. But next time, you have to follow this one. Every time when you have speaking part 2, use this. You got it?
Yes.
This will help you to speak fluently, especially for your speaking part 2. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you have any question?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Very good. So easy, difficult?
Easy.
Okay, good. Got it?
Yes.
Can we do it one more time?
Yes.
Okay? Let's have 2 minutes. 2 minutes, start now.
The beach is one of the place we can enjoy seafood or relax. The only thing that I can think today is Milky Beach. The beach is in the center of Vietnam or center of Quảng Ngãi City.
In a way,
Uh,
in the past.
Anyway, in the past, it was the place that no one knows it. Place with nothing there or no one lives there.
So let me tell you.
So let me tell you about some details of this beach.
Okay.
It is called the Milky Bridge. It is in in the center of Vietnam. There are many restaurants there. We can enjoy seafood. There are many activities we can do up there, like swimming in the beach, sunbathing, or flying kite. I, I really like this place because I can relax there, swim in the beach. After a busy day, a busy week, with regard to the future,
I strongly believe.
I strongly believe that I strongly believe that place will be
Famous.
will be famous all over the world. Tourists from
Other
the
countries.
globe,
Okay.
tourists from the globe can go here and enjoy the traditional food of Vietnam.
Okay.
With regard to the future,
Perfect.
this beach will be the will be one of the
Things.
best things that develop the economic of Vietnam.
That's it. Okay. So see, within 2 minutes. Understand?
Yes.
Do you have any question?
No. Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Very good. Use this one, huh?
Okay.
Okay, good. So that's all about speaking. Get it?
Yeah.
We have 3 parts. And then for writing, we have writing task 1, we also have writing task 2. And I do hope that you studied also writing task 1, task 2 last time. Okay?
Yes.
How to answer the writing task 1, specifically when we talk about the characteristics. Okay? What are the characteristics? Trend,
And
comparison. How are we going to find out if it's trend?
it's half the years.
Years, so probably period of time. Okay? But what if only 1 year?
It's comparison.
Comparison. Good job. Okay? But what if the task or the graph is all about trend and comparison? That means we have
Some
years,
years
and then there are
percentage.
very good percentage, or there are 3 factors that are being taught.
Yes.
Understand?
Yes.
Okay, good. So no question?
Yes.
Okay, now let's proceed to reading or listening. Huh? Good job. Anyway, let's have listening first. Okay, now, in listening, if we know that for speaking we have 3 parts, writing we have tasks, we have 2 tasks. In listening we also have 4 sections. Section 1, Section 2, Section 3, and Section 4. Alright, now what do you think? How many numbers we got? We have 14. So that means in each section, 10 questions. Very good. Okay? Now, as you can see there, the IELTS listening test consists of 4 parts with 10 questions per section. The questions are designed in the way that all the answers will appear in order. That means from question 1 to question 14. If you missed question number 5, what will happen? You will miss all the questions, right? Understand? So that is why by the time you are listening, what are you going to do? You really have to listen carefully. Understand?
Yes.
Okay. Because the speaker will not be repeated. Okay, the listening audio will not be repeated. So that is why you really have to listen carefully. Understand? Okay. Next, please read. The test lasts.
The test lasts for 30 minutes.
How many minutes?
30.
30 minutes. Okay, good.
You will listen and answer simultaneously.
Simultaneously. Okay.
You will allowed to write or circle your answer and draft in the questions
Booklet. What does it mean? What do you mean?
We take the correct answer.
Mm-hmm. Good. So meaning, the examiner will give you the questions. Okay?
Yes.
While you are listening, you're going to write your
Answer.
answers in these questions. So you can do circle. Okay? You can write your answer. Understand?
Yes.
Alright, very good. Next.
However, remember that your performance is only valid and approved in the answer sheet only.
What do you mean? So meaning,
The answer from this paper
this paper, very good,
will
be transferred
will transfer to the
answer sheet. Okay. So meaning, the examiner will not check this question, the answers in this question that you have written. Okay, the answers, but they're going to use this answer sheet. So meaning, when you transfer the questions, answers, be careful that you should transfer that properly. Understand?
Yes.
Okay, so you really have to transfer them according to the number. Understand?
Yes.
Because they will not give you chance if you mistake. Understand? If you
Yes.
put the mistakenly. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Next.
Therefore, the good news is after 30 minutes, you then have 10 more minutes to transfer all of your answers into the answer sheet.
Exactly. So meaning 30 minutes just for listening,
Yes.
10 minutes for?
Write the answer to the answer sheet.
Very good. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now, for part 1, part 2, part 3, and part 4, in order for us to understand what is this conversation all about, so we have just written here, as you can say, part 1 is a conversation between two people. Okay?
Yes.
How many people?
2.
2. What is this all about? The conversation is all about everyday social context. When you say social context, these are contexts that happen in the society. A good example, booking hotel. Okay? Or something like talking about activity that's happening in the society, right?
Yes.
Okay? Or probably calling someone to reserve a plane ticket. You know plane ticket? Plane.
A bag
Plane ticket, right?
Yes.
Okay, so probably someone will call you that. Alright? So that's all about part 1.
Yes.
For part 2, it is a monologue.
Monologue. Set in an everyday social context.
What is monologue? That means, from the word mono, one. So only one person will talk about this. Okay?
Yes.
Good. What is this all about? Speech about local facilities. You know local facilities, right? Local equipment.
Yes.
Things that you can see in your locality. Understand?
Yes.
Just remember that only one person. Okay. For part 3,
Conversation between up to 4 people set in educational or training context.
for example,
Like
at university,
a university tutor and a student discussing an assignment.
exactly. That is very common for part 3. Okay? It's all about it's all about educational and training context. It's all about assignment, research. You know research, right?
Yes.
Like homeworks.
Project.
Huh?
Project.
What is that?
Like the thing we do together.
Yeah, exactly. In a group project.
Yes.
Project, right?
Project.
Yeah. For with your classmates and so with you, and then you're going there together, and then you ask help from the teachers or
The classmate.
classmates or tutors.
Tutor.
You know tutors, right? A private, yeah, teacher.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Okay, good. Next, for number 4,
Monologue on an academic subject. For example, a university lecture.
a university lecture. Okay? So we have here part 1, 2, people, section 2, 1, it's monologue, section 3,
4 people.
4 people, right? Up to 4 people talking about assignments or homeworks.
Yeah.
And section 4,
University lecture.
the university lecture. So how many people are going to have a talk? Only?
One.
Only 1. Understand?
Yes.
And you know what? This will be leveled according to their difficulty. That means section 1 easier.
Yeah.
Going to section 4 is going to be difficult.
Yes.
So you really have to understand and listen carefully. Got it?
Yes.
No questions so far?
No.
Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, good. So now let's proceed to types of question. What are the types of questions we have? First, form Completion. Completion.
Completion.
Okay. You have their form. You have note. You have table, flowchart, and summary completion. What is this all about? Please read.
In this type of question, you will given a form, note, table, flowchart, summary, and ask for
To complete.
to complete it by listening to a conversation between two people, usually about hotel reservation, signing for a course, especially we have.
Okay, that's it. Okay, so they have two conversations. If we have this kind of question, mostly it talks about hotel reservation. You have to reserve hotel, book a ticket. Okay, or probably talking about signing for a course, or your what it calls enrolling. You know, enrolling. You enroll for a course or subject. Okay, call someone to enroll. Call someone to study in the school. Understand? That's very important, and that's very common here for this type of question. Got it?
Yes.
Okay, let's identify each type of question. You have their form. So what you're going to do here, you're going to summarize the details. What are the details? Specifically, name. It's very common. If you have form, what you're going to understand, this is form. So mostly, the answers are name, okay?
Yes.
Phone number, and date. So just remember this one. This is a form. This is a form type of question. I know. My teacher told me about this. The most important thing here is all about name, phone numbers, and date. Understand?
Yes.
Okay. Next, this is the example. Got it?
Yes.
Alright. So, we identified already the type of question, the form, okay, a form type of question. Are we going to stop there? Yes or no? No. Why? Because you really have to understand also what is the instruction all about. The instruction says no more than 3 words. So meaning, your answer must be 3 words. How about 2 words?
Yes.
Okay, how about 1 word?
Yes.
How about 4 words? No. Why?
No more than 3.
No more than 3 words. So every time you answer listening, any type of questions, you have to read a question. Instruction as well. Understand?
Yes.
Okay. Do not just, I am going to listen this one. And then I will write. No, you have to understand instruction. You got it?
Yes.
Very good. So this is an example, okay?
Yes.
Now let's proceed to the next type of question, that is note.
Summarize the specific and detailed information in the recording.
In the recording, good. So as you can see here, there is an example of note completion. So you are going to summarize,
Yes.
okay, just the specific details. Understand?
Yes.
Of course, we are going to predict also what would be the answer for this number. We can predict. How are we going to predict? You can use, is it a verb? Is it a noun? Is it an adjective? Understand? Or it's an adverb. Got it?
Yes.
Okay, good. So, remember also, no more than 3 words. Understand?
Yes.
But it differs or it depends on the instruction given. Because sometimes the instruction, they will just say, no more than 2 words. Right?
Yes.
No more than 3 words. Okay?
Okay.
Alright. Next, we have
Table.
table.
Summarize information related to some categories.
Okay?
For instance,
For instance,
place, cost, time.
okay. For instance, place. For example, place. The name of the place. The address. Okay? We also have the cost. How much? Very good. Or talking about time. Is it early in the morning, in the evening, in the afternoon? It's very common here in table. Okay?
Yes.
As you can see there, and it's very common, right?
Yes.
You have their team, you have Jane. Understand? It's a name of a person. So you have their days of arrival, days of first lecture, right?
Yes.
You have their date, Sunday, history, and then Tuesday. Understand?
Yes.
And you have their Jane. It's very common. Okay? For this type of question, what are the most important information that we're going to look at? The
The
time,
time.
the date,
The
date, and also
name.
name or address. Okay, name of the place. Understand?
Yes.
Next, let's have flowchart. What is flowchart?
Summarize a process with particular
Okay, so it is a process. So meaning, of course, we have to start with the first blank, go down to the last blank or last number. And don't you worry because we have arrow. Understand?
Yes.
It's gonna be easier for you as long as you understand the conversation. At the same time, you read instructions and also you predict the answers. It's good to go. Alright?
Yes.
Do not just wait, huh? Do not just do like this. You're waiting with the speaker. Do not do like that. If you have time, look at this will be noun, this will be verb, this will be adjective. Do like that. Because the examiner will say you will have half a minute to what? Review. I mean to look at questions 1 to 5, for example. Understand? Okay. Next. That's all about. What is this? What type of question is this?
Flowchart.
Flowchart. Next.
Summarize paragraph.
Summary.
Summary paragraph.
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 Okay, good.
You are responsible for filling in the gaps in the given paragraph.
Okay, good.
Notice that your answer must meet all the requirements about spelling, grammar, or word limit.
Yes. What does it mean, teacher? In summary completion, you have to look at the spelling. Your spelling, okay?
Yes.
At the same time, the grammar. Why? Because sometimes the speaker will use, for example, the cameras are not allowed to be used. That the speaker used that cameras are not allowed. But in the question, in the summary, it says blank is not allowed. So what is the answer? Cameras or camera?
Camera.
Camera. Why?
It is the singular.
Singular. Very good. And that is what we call grammar. So sometimes what they used in this audio, you are going to understand the question, especially the grammar, because they will change.
Yes.
Sometimes we hear, oh, this is the answer, right?
Yes.
So we're right. And we not understand the grammar, and probably it's wrong. Understand?
Yes.
So you really have to, this is what the speaker said. Oh, the question says about is only, so I will change cameras to camera. Got it?
Yes.
Very good. Next, word limit also. Okay, you know word limit, right? How many? No more than something. Good. A good example, please. You have here. This is the summary completion. No more than 3 words. Got it? Okay. Next, we have there notes. You remember this one? Okay. I'm going to read this. Remember that you will choose the best fit answer. Okay? The available ones or identify the answer yourself. Make sure that you use the word you have heard to fill in, not the words coming out of your mind, okay?
Yes.
You have used the words that what the speaker said or used, not just about your idea. Understand?
Yes.
Okay, good. Another thing to bear in mind, or to put in mind, is that you should always remember to read the instructions very carefully because the instructions are very important, especially when you do the answering. Huh? So what are the instructions given? Just like no more than 3 words, no more than 1 word. Okay. Next, the word limit is given. For instance, no more than 2 words and or a number. So the candidates or the examinees will be penalized if they write more than the stated number of words permitted. That means if you have written more than what the instructions given. Understand? Therefore, for each task, you had better notice to check this word limit. Contracted words, such as I'm or I'll, will not be tested, so there is no need to worry about them. Hyphenated words like high-tech will be counted as a single word. Understand? Okay? Do you understand this? No question? Are you sure?
Yes.
Really? Yeah. So now let's have the second type of question, and that is plan, map, diagram, labeling. Okay. So let's have the plan labeling. So this is the plan labeling. Is this just an example, okay?
Yes.
Don't worry about this if you cannot see it clearly, but this is just an example to understand what is planned labeling. You got it?
Yes.
So in this case, locations or directions are very important. You know directions?
Yes.
North,
Yes.
south, east, and west. So these are very important
Yes.
because the speaker will talk about this one. Like we are now in the center or in the entrance of this building. As you can see there, through this main door, you can like that. And then on the right side or on the left side. Okay? It's very important for plant labeling. Understand?
Yes.
You have any question?
No.
No. Okay, now let's proceed. How about the map teacher? Please read. The second type is
The second type is map labeling. There will be many places like a hotel, factory, park, and your job is to listen to the recording. Look at the given map and label all the gaps in that map.
correct. And you can look at here. This is just an example, okay? As you can see, what you're going to do if this will be the case, you have there 14, 15, 16, and 17. 14 Pear Alley, Mulberry Garden, Shop, and Tea Room. So you can see that one there, right? So what you're going to do here is you are going to identify, because for example, this is letter A, letter B, letter C, letter like that, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So the speaker will mention about like pass through the road in the end of the park and you can find the Pear Alley. So what is the letter? A. So you have to put A here. That's it. That's for the map. Understand?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
So locations, directions are
Important.
important. Okay? So you don't need to forget this. For plan, for map labeling, you really have to use the directions. Okay? If you're not really good at this, practice and practice. Understand?
Yes.
Because the speakers will use different kinds of locations, different kinds of directions. These are direction signals that will help you, that will guide you what the speaker is talking about. Understand?
Yes.
Okay, good. That is for map. Okay?
Okay.
Next,
Diagram labeling.
diagram labeling.
Diagram labeling. The third and also the last format in this type of question is diagram labeling. If we give you a diagram which can demonstrate the parts of a machine
Machine.
or phases of a process, the speaker in the recording will describe the diagram very clearly and logically so that you can understand it easily.
Exactly. As a result,
As a result, you have to keep track of what you hear, not what you think, or from your own knowledge about the mentioned machine or process.
exactly, okay? That's it. So the speaker will speak it so clearly and logically. That means it's a diagram, so the speaker will talk about this first information, go down to the last information. Understand? So meaning, just use the words, what you've heard, or what you will hear from the speaker. Not what you think because you have an idea about this thing. It's not that. Okay?
Yes.
Alright. What type of question?
Map, diagram,
This one.
diagram.
Diagram labeling. So teacher, is it also applicable no more than 3 words and or a number? Yes. Okay? So you have to understand that. Do you have a question?
No.
Good. Let's proceed to the third type of question, and that is
Matching.
matching.
The next common type of questions is matching. Candidates are given a list of items from the audio and are requested to match it with the set of options of that question paper. The set of options might be criteria,
Of some kind.
maybe of some kind. The questions will be solved following the listening test order in the record. The information box will be a list of answers to match. They are a random position, not following any specific order.
Not following a specific order, that means not the same like with the process, like this one, second, third, and fourth. But this one is mixed. Okay? You will not hear like, oh, this will be the first information, this will be the next information, third. No, mixed randomly. So this is an example of matching.
Yes.
Understand?
Yes.
So that's it. Meaning, we have here A to G. The question says, what recommendation does Dr. John make about the journal article? Just write the correct letter. Meaning, what you're going to write here, is it a word or a phrase or the letter? What is it? Letter only. Read this one also, okay? So it says there, just choose the letter. So meaning, there are Jacksons, Roberts, Maurice, Copper, Foster. Here, so what you're going to do, the speaker will talk about this name. After that one, you're going to find out what recommendation that this person is having. So meaning randomly. It's not from A to B, C, D. So that means you're going to pick any letters. Understand?
Yes.
So this kind of matching question. You got it?
Yes.
Okay, good. So in this case, is it possible that no more than 3 words?
Yes.
No?
No.
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 Because this is
No.
A, B, C, D, right? So just choose the letter. Okay? Very good. No question? No question?
Yes.
Let's proceed. What type of question is this?
Matching.
Matching time. What would be the strategy? The speaker will speak randomly, right?
Yes.
So what are you going to do?
Write the letter.
You just write the letter only and understand what this all about. What the speaker or what the person talks about. Understand?
Yes.
Next, proceed. Multiple.
Multiple choices. This tends to be one of the most common types in IELTS listening. Multiple choices. Question type is divided into 2 main forms.
Okay, very good. So you have, this one is very common. It's very popular in IELTS, listening. But this type of question is divided into 2. First, we have short answer multiple choice question. Okay? Here is the example. Short answer multiple choice question. As you can see there, what does Peter want to drink? This is short answer. Why? Because you have their answer already. But teacher, what I'm going to write, is it letter only or the phrase or the words? Letter. And be mindful that the speaker will speak all of these informations. But you really have to understand what is the question all about. Okay? If you have there, what does Peter want to drink? That means what kind of drink that she really or he really wants to. The speaker will talk about all of this, but you have to understand the conversation. Do you got it?
Yes.
Okay, good. So this is short answer, multiple question. Okay? Because this is a question and this is just a short answer to respond to this question. Got it?
Yes.
Also with that thing. Now let's have the second one, and that is sentence
completion.
multiple
choice question.
Exactly. Okay? As you can move there, that's one. So in this case, this is not short answer,
Yes.
but this is to complete the sentence. But in multiple choice form. Like for example, this is a question, right?
Yes.
Please read the question.
Marlene says he has not started the assignment.
Because is the sentence complete? Is this complete?
No.
Not yet. So that is why we are going to complete this in the form of multiple choice. But you're going to choose only one letter. Do I have to write the sentence, the part of the sentence? No. What I'm going to write in my answer sheet, the letter only. Understand?
Yes.
Very good. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. How many types of multiple choice question we have?
Two.
2. First,
Short completion.
short answer,
Short answer.
multiple.
Choice.
Good. The second one is
Sentence.
sentence answer, sentence completion.
Sentence completion. Multiple choice.
Very good. So in this kind of questions, what are we going to write in answer sheet? Only the letter. Can I write the phrase of words?
No.
Very good. Understand?
Yes.
Okay, now let's proceed to sentence completion.
What do you need to know about sentence completion? You have to read a list of sentences that summarize the main idea of the whole listening test, or just a section of it. Then by listening to the recording, you will then fill in the gaps. The word limit will be brought up as no more than one word
And
or a number.
okay.
Yes.
Okay. Example, you have this one. This is a complete descendants. Okay, sentence completion. So you have the 11, 12, and 13. And then what is instruction, by the way?
No more than 2 words.
And or.
Or a number.
So can I put a number here?
Yes.
Yes. How about I have 3 words and I do also have 3 numbers. Is it possible?
No.
No. Why?
Because only 3
Words and or number.
numbers.
So meaning 3 numbers, okay.
Yes.
3 words, okay.
Yes.
But what if 2 words, 1 number?
Possible.
Possible. Why? Because and.
No more than 3.
And, right?
Yes.
So meaning with words and number. Or words only or numbers only. But what if phone number 7? Is it okay?
Full number.
Phone.
Full number.
Yes.
No.
0915321 like that. Is it okay?
I think no.
It's okay because we call that one as one number. Because you cannot make a phone number only one number, right? Can you make a phone number with only one number? So how many numbers we have in phone number? 10 or 11. So we use that one as one. The numbers here, the meaning of no more than three words on numbers. Like for example, you use already 9. Like for example, you use already $20, and then you use another $50, and you use another $30, and then $60. So how many numbers we have? As one. 1, 2, 4. So that's why $20, even though 2 digits, but we use this one as one number. Okay. Another number, another. So that is what we call no more than. So we call that one as one number. Okay. How about address? For example, I live in Canada, okay, Riverside 13942. So is 13942 take as one number? Yes. Why?
I think it's address.
Address, correct. So we'll take as one. Understand?
Yes.
Very good. How about phone number? It's 10. Can I take as one number?
Phone number.
Yes, phone.
Phone number. That's one.
Let's take as one number, okay?
Yes.
Very good. Do you understand?
Yes.
Good job. So that's all about sentence
Completion.
completion, exactly. So in this case, teacher, is it possible? Number 11, there are 2 answers. Yes, it's possible. Now, if you do like this, if you have like this, can I borrow for a while? Can I borrow? If you have like this, and so meaning we have to have answer here, and we do have answer as well here, right? Since and is given, so when you transfer that one in the answer sheets, so for example, this is the answer sheet, right? So when you answer this, just like for example, sugar, okay, got it?
Yeah.
And banana. This is just an example, huh? So you will use and like this. That is okay. Understand?
Yes.
How about this? Can I do like this?
No.
Why?
Because it is all.
Perfect. Okay? Can I do like this? Can I put like this? Sugar / banana.
As one.
This one. So meaning it's not possible. So if you have and, remember this one, huh?
Yes.
Just use comma. Do you understand?
Yes.
Alright? Okay. Now let's proceed to the next type of question. What is this?
Short answer question.
Again, what is it? Short.
Answer question.
Okay, please read.
The last type of is the short answer question. You will answer the question by using the information you will in the recording. The word limit you will given like no more than 2 words or a number and or a number. Always remember to read the instructions carefully because you will be
Penalized.
for writing more than the given numbers of words.
Do you know penalized? That means even if your answer is correct, but you give 4 words, but still it will be wrong. That is penalized.
What?
Huh?
Explain.
I mean, like for example, the question says no more than 3 words,
Yes.
but you write or you wrote 4 words, but the answer is correct. Okay? Your answer is correct, but you just wrote 4 words. Is it possible? No, because it says no more than 3 words only. So meaning you will be penalized. Penalized, that means your answer will be marked wrong. They will not accept it. Understand?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the short answer question. You have there, right?
Yes.
So how often do the top bus company tours run? So how often? Is it always, every day, right? This is how often. No more than 3 words and or a number. Understand? If you have the next question, what is this? Where can?
You catch a number one say sassy 2 4.
Okay, you have the where, so you can predict an answer. Possible answer is?
Place.
Very good. Okay, it's a place. Can I write a verb here?
No.
No. So what will be I'm going to do here?
With it now.
You need noun, specifically the place or the address. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a question?
No.
Okay, now let's proceed to the things, the general strategy. Always remember this one. This is a general strategy. Remember, write or read the instructions carefully. That's the most important thing. Okay? Read the instruction carefully. That's what we have given there, right?
Yes.
And listen to the instruction of the audio. Listen to the instruction of the audio, okay? The speaker or the audio, in the audio they will say, before you will hear the rest of the questions, you will have half a minute to look at questions 6 to 10. So if the speaker will do like that, do not just sit down. Do not just wait. What are you going to do? Look at. Understand?
Yes.
Predict. Look at the keywords. Underline the keywords. Okay.
Yes.
Do not just sit down and waiting. Do not do like that, okay?
Okay.
What are you going to do?
Underline the key.
Underline the keywords. Understand? Predict. Okay? The possible answers. Next. Read
With the instruction.
read the question. Number 2.
With the question first.
Read the questions first. Enter. And then after that one, you have to
Underline.
or
And circle
the
keywords.
keywords. You got it?
Yes.
Okay, next.
Predict the kind.
Predict.
Predict the kind of answers that you need for a type of the type of word. Noun, verb, adjective, adverb.
Okay. That's what I've said, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Watch out for a sudden change of tone or word indicators.
What does it mean? Okay, here.
Stress.
Very good. Wow, you know. This is the clue. If the speaker will rise the tone, that the answer is in there. Okay? Understand? Like for example, they say like this. The computer. That's what I like. If that the speaker will do like that. So the answer is the computer. Okay? Because of the sudden change of tone. Not all the times that they're going to, it's just one time only. But you really have to understand, the speaker mentioned about this one because it shows emphasis. You know emphasize? Emphasis. They emphasize. They give you idea, guide, that what they are talking, that will be the answer. Okay? Another thing is word indicators. What are the word indicators? Remember this one. If the speaker will say, this information, I'm afraid not. So meaning, the information that you've heard, the answer you cannot find there. The next information, because you say, I'm afraid not. Oh, I see this one. So meaning the answer is in here. If the speaker will mention about, I remember that it's about $150 that was 2 months ago. However, if the speaker will say, however, the answer is in the next. That will help you. It's very easy actually. If you know the strategies in answering the listening. Okay? However, so meaning however, as of this time, they only need $100 like that. So what is the answer? The first dollar or the second dollar that is being mentioned? The second one.
Yes.
Understand?
Yes.
Okay. That is what we call word indicators. Or you can say, however, but, I'm afraid, I'm sorry. Okay, let me check about it. If the speaker will say the one, let me check about that. Oh, here it is. So that is the answer. Got it? I forgot. Let me check about the information again. Oh, as what I have found out. Like that.
Yes.
Okay? These are the word indicators. Next.
Make notes as you go and keep listening.
Yes, make notes as you go and keep listening. What does it mean? The recording, okay, is playing. I mean, the audio is playing. Keep listening.
Yes.
Take down notes. Or is it possible that you're listening, you're going to write your answer in the answer sheets? No. On the papers first. Good. Next.
Listen for keywords and use signposts
And headings.
and headings.
You know signpost?
Yes.
However, like that. I remember last time.
Yes.
Cross-check your answer. What does cross-check your answer mean?
We read again the answer.
Read again answers. What does it mean? Meaning, you have 10 minutes to answer, right? You have 10 minutes to transfer your answers, right?
Yes.
So that means when you transfer all the answers in the answer sheet, do not just wait for the time. I mean, use the time if you still have. You're going to cross it.
Yes.
Look at number 1 if you wrote in number 1. Number 2, correct. Number 3, that is cross your answer. Check. From the papers, from the questions, from the questionnaire, and then from the answer sheets. When you do the cross-check your answers, when you do this, do not just look at, number 1 is written in number 1. Do not just do like that. Meaning, you also have to look at the spelling. Why? Because sometimes, the spelling in the questionnaire is correct. But when we transferred in the answer sheets, what happened? Wrong. Right?
Yes.
So that is why we have to do cross-checking. Understand?
Yes.
So here is it. You have the pre-listening, during, and also post-listening. So we just make it like easier for you to remember. Pre-listening, pre-instruction, read instruction. Okay, you also have their highlight instruction. What is instruction all about? You have to highlight that, for example. This one. Every time, okay, can I borrow? Okay, every time you really have to do this one. When you have circle. Got it?
Yes.
Every time when you have in your regular class. Always do this one. After that one, underline the keywords, and so on. Clear? Got it?
Yes.
Next, read questions, highlight keywords. Okay, that is before you listen. And then by the time you are listening, listen instructions carefully. Do not spend too much time on one item. Meaning, this is a continuous, okay, conversation, and an examiner, the speaker or probably the audio will not give you time to think. Oh, can I pause this one for a moment? You cannot say that. That means if you don't catch the answer for this question, move to the next question. Do not waste your time. Got it? Use abbreviation shorthand if possible. That means if the conversation is too fast for you, and then the word, but you know the word, you can just make it shortcut. Like for example, government, GVT, people, PP. You can do like that. But be sure when you transfer this answer to the answer sheet, you write it, spell it properly. Understand? These abbreviations will just help you so that you can catch the conversation. Understand?
Yes.
You have any question?
No.
And then for post-listening, that's the time, cross-checking. After listening, 10 minutes of transfer, look at the question, the answers, transfer it properly, look at the spelling, and then do the cross-checking. Understand? That's all about listening. Do you have any question? Are you sure? So what do you think the type of question that is difficult for you?
Sentence completion.
Sentence completion, why?
Because it's too long and sometimes it's hard for me. I don't catch the answer yet.
But you know we have strategy for that. We have strategy. Do you know the strategy? No, this one. it will help you. For example, this is just for example, okay? The question speak like this, right?
Yes.
But you know what? The speaker will talk about this information at the back and then move here. That is a strategy. Understand?
Yes.
Okay? The speaker will, the question is like this. So for example, we need this. This is not given, okay? This is the blank that we're going to put. We're going to put the answer, okay?
Yes.
After that one, so of course we're going to listen like this, right? But you know what? That will distract you. Why? Because the speaker, they will talk about in the last part, ding, 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 and then before you get the answer. That is strategy. Now you know. Apply this one. Okay?
Yes.
Got it?
Yes.
So you have to listen. And in the last information, or in the middle part, that's where you can find the answer. To be honest. Okay?
Yes.
Because they change the sentence. They do like this. Got it?
Yes.
The question is like this, but the speaker will speak with here first, and then move like this. But in the question, like this, right?
Yes.
The speaker from here to here. Strategy. Teacher, is it difficult? At first, it's gonna be difficult for you because you're not used to it. At the same time, you don't practice this kind of strategy or technique. But if you know from time to time, and then if you just use this kind of strategies or method, it's gonna be easier for you to do it.
Yes.
Okay? So another type of question that feels difficult for you,
I think no.
only the one,
Yes.
because you love listening, right? I mean, that's what I understand.
The map.
Now,
Yeah.
oh really? Why you love it?
Because I think I know a lot of the oceans,
Okay.
like in the Kono or the
Wow, that's pretty cool, right? But you shouldn't just love map, okay? You have to love all the type of questions.
Yes.
Because we cannot actually predict, we cannot actually anticipate what would be the type of questions we have in this test. So that means, in order for you to be equipped of all type of questions, you do have to practice all these questions. Okay.
Okay.
And you shouldn't just say, no, I just love map, so I will just answer map. You cannot say that. Okay? You got it?
Yes.
Okay, good. No question?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So now let's proceed to
Yes.
reading. Am I too fast?
No.
Do you understand? You catch everything what I've said?
Yes.
Alright, good. So you can just do the rechecking for this when you come home. When you come back home, alright?
Yes.
So now let's have your favorite. Is that your favorite? You don't like it? Why you don't like it? That's really interesting.
It's too long.
That's why. But that is part of the IELTS. So we must also understand that, right? Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So in IELTS reading, so now let's move to reading. Okay. In IELTS reading test, it will actually last for 60 minutes. Okay. If listening will just fall for about 30 minutes during listening, and then 10 minutes of transfer gonna be 40 minutes only, right? But for reading, that's 60 minutes. Okay, just an hour. With 3 essays and 40 questions in different types. That means 3 passages. If listening has 4 sections, reading has 3 passages. Reading passage 1, reading passage 2, and reading passage 3. And this is the example. Reading passage 1, okay? Reading passage 2, and you have here the reading passage 3. Alright? And it says there how many questions? 40. So from this question, 1, 2, 40. Got it? Next, you are free to draft or write your answer in the question booklet. So you are free to write anything here. You can write anything here, okay? You can underline, understand? You can write your answers here. That's for free. But do not forget to transfer into the answer sheet. Why? because you will not be given time to transfer your answer in comparison with the listening. Because listening, you have 10 minutes. After you listen, you have 10 minutes to transfer your answer, right? But for reading, 60 minutes included already